We're just gonna push record and go for it. What it's like living on the West End. Right now I'm on the bike, got the surfboard strapped to the rack, riding around. Beautiful weather. January's been pretty unbelievable. December was super wet, but January had a consistent Santa Ana offshore wind, giving us perfectly ideal conditions. Not those heavy Santa Anas where it drives it crazy, but perfect surfing conditions. And the surf lifestyle of this community, kind of second to none. There's other places in California, sure. You know, parts of Santa Cruz, Western East Cliff, parts of San Diego. But you're paying a premium for that. Here, you're still under $1 million. Strap your board to your bike, ride down to C Street, ride to Emmawood, even ride down to the pond. And got 3 or 4 surf spots right within biking distance, and especially with e-bikes nowadays, you know, go even further. But really choice. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get you guys into the quality of homes. We're gonna ride this street a little bit, and then we're gonna check out a house that's gonna be on the market. It's a really gorgeous 2-1, and you're gonna like it. Yeah, so just riding down Center Street, and this is a super nice street. How you guys doing? It's a super nice street, and what's really popular about this street is most of these homes, you can see this one just got redone, has a lot of pride of ownership. Over here they did the decorative wall, Lauren's house. Some folks have been here a long time, some folks a shorter time, but either way, there's a lot of pride of ownership. People are fixing up their yards. This one's a rental, but it's all good. They've got the cute little fence here. They just did a decorative double cap on the tile, modern door, modern frame. Really cool things happening on the West End. So this is one with the wrought iron, more traditional, been here a little while. And you've got some kind of little bungalows. But actually, let's do a quick little whip to the right, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Then you've got a home like this one here, right here, where you've got, you know, that real modern feel. Back it up a little bit. So you've got the real modern feel. Big windows, big pitch, big driveway, 2-car garage. And this is kind of what we would call like a premium for this neighborhood. This one's probably a 1-1, 1-2 property. But let's keep it more evergreen and not go into pricing so much. But you've got these really nice bungalow homes. We're only a mile from the beach. Got a sweet street like this that's kind of tree lined, semi-tree lined, and just really good vibes. Let's keep it going. We've got a property like that. And you've got one with the traditional wrought iron. That one's got a unit in the back. And then you've got the jungle fever right here. You know, 2 decorative gates. You can't see like the archways, but really premium house, fully renovated. Got one that's getting taken care of with a duplex over here. And then you've got really premium reno on this one. This is a street that you might see kind of comparable to Midtown. Another fresh reno over here. These are all going to be like right around the $1 million mark. And then you've got a 2 or 3 unit over this way. People just kind of hanging out, having some social. And then some properties need a little attention. And here we go. 61 West Center. So this is pretty much it. This is your West End lifestyle. This is a quintessential 2-bedroom, 1 bath, smooth Santa Barbara, smooth coat, stucco. They've replaced windows, they've updated plumbing, electrical, standby while this vehicle. And really like what I would call premium. you know, because it's clean and it's done. And that's what most buyers are looking for. Whether you're buying something in 7, 8, or 9, they want to know that everything's done. Now, what's really cool about this property is that the seller had done it all for himself and for his family. So there's a lot of extras. The stamped concrete, you know, this really, you know, luxury drought resistant garden. He's got places where he's drawn water and electricity to be able to take care of it and maintain it in both the front and the backyard. So those are kind of the special things that it takes a local to know about, is the difference. Whereas there's other properties that might have that kind of lipstick going on, like they did the floors, they did some paint, they did some staging, but is it done? Is it a double cap like this one? No, probably not. So this one, whatever price it sells at, like in that $9 to $1 million range, it's going to have a lot more in dollars that were put into it. So you're kind of getting a lot more for your money if you go for this one. It's also an epic street. The Center Street, probably the most popular street on the West End in this pocket. Center, Simpson, and Prospect are those really nice streets where you've got a lot of well-manicured home, a lot of pride of ownership, you know your neighbors. There's some other streets that are kind of middle of the road. Warner is turning into one of the premium streets. There's a listing going on right now in the 8s. Really good condition, mostly original, but a lot like this, a big wide lot, big backyard. That's probably going to do well at that price. And then there's some other fixers that are on right now. So the West End living is really great. Some people are adamant about the Midtown, but honestly in Midtown you've got a lot more hustle and bustle. You've got a lot more riffraff as far as those transients kind of coming and going. They like to hang out by the trainway. That way here, it's like you have some homeless, but it's not those people that are trying to check your car and try to steal stuff. Of course there's some theft over here, but I think it's actually worse in parts of Midtown. So Ventura Avenue, not overlooked anymore. It is a desirable place in Southern California, especially if you're living in Ventura. That's something you want to recognize and pay attention to. It's not all about the East End. There is an East End versus West End, and they've battled in price, but I think price per square foot the last several years, the West End has been taking over on that. We'll talk a little about the East End in another video, but for now, this is really about 61 West Center and what the lifestyle is like. You got the bike, you got the board. You're not doing this on the East End. You're not having lifestyle like camera check C Street. I'm going to be there in 5 minutes on a bike ride. Don't have to worry about parking. Like that's what you're getting with the lifestyle out here. So, got any questions? Drop a DM, message, email, phone. It's all right there. We'll see you guys soon.